So these are the 5 reasons why a man will leave a woman, no matter how much this man loves you. Once a woman starts doing these things, most likely that man will leave her. The first one is too much drama. No man wants to go out, probably he has a business or he has a job. He goes out, faces all the problems of that day, and then comes back to a woman who is dramatic, to a woman who is always nagging, to a woman who complains about everything, to a woman who is always shouting, to a woman who cannot give him peace of mind. No man wants that. So no matter how much this man loves you, most likely, if you keep being dramatic, he will leave you. Because men value their peace of mind. A man who has a family, who has a job, who has a business, the last thing he will ever want when he comes back home is lack of peace. So the moment you start doing this, that man will leave you. In fact, the men who try to endure this, most times they end up dying. Most of these men who you see are dying in their 50s, in their 50s, in their 40s, in their 30s. Most of the time, if you check it out, the reason why they died so early is not because of any health issue. It was because of lack of peace of mind at home. When you combine the stress of work, the stress of business, the stress of your family, the stress of your boss who is trying to finish you, who is trying to use workload and finish you at the office. When you think about all these things, coupled with the nagging from your woman, you might have high blood pressure one day. So every man who is sensible, who prioritizes himself, most times once a woman starts being too dramatic, he will kick that woman out of his life. The next one is disrespect. Men have egos. Most men, there are some men who are weak, who are basically feminine, who women can control and push around. But most men who are masculine have egos. If a woman is always disrespecting them, a time will come when the man will be fed up and he will show you the door. So if you are a woman watching my video, try your best to be respecting your man. The reason why that man came to your house, paid your bride price, did all the traditional stuff he was meant to do, is not to bring you home for you to disrespect him, for you to be pointing your fingers at him. That man will most likely kick you out. The next one is disloyalty. No man wants a woman that will be sharing her body with other men. That is the highest insult any woman can give to her man. Sleeping with another man when you have a man. Because when a man has known that another man has slept with his wife or with his girlfriend, instantly that man will feel that another man has invaded his territory. Because men are territorial by nature. We are like animals. We are territorial by nature. We don't want another man to come into our territory and take our females and sleep with them. For what? At that point, our ego is broken. And most times, a man who is sensible should not even blame the man that slept with his woman. No, you don't blame the man. Did he force your woman? No. So you should blame your woman. And once that woman does that, as a man who is sensible, who has self-respect for himself, the best thing you can do at that point is to kick that woman away. But in the first place, if you're a man who is smart, you will never choose a woman to date her or marry her to sleep with another man. Because a woman that will end up sleeping with another man tomorrow, you can easily predict these things. You can easily predict just from dating her in the first place before you decide to now marry her. Because a girl who is promiscuous or who has the tendency to become promiscuous, you will know. From her behavior, you will know. The easiest way to find out all these things about women is by observing them, not listen to what they say. A woman can tell you, I love you, I love you. That's good, but watch her too. Watch her actions. The fourth one is when the woman depends on the man for money, like an orphan. These days, especially in these modern times, that things are, the economy is in shambles. Most men also want their woman to be financially independent from him. Personally, I'm a strong believer that if I marry a woman, or if I'm seriously committed to a girl in a relationship, my major goal is to make sure that that woman becomes financially stable. Yes, because I don't want to be with a woman who will be like a leech to me, who will be like a burden to me, In fact, these days, personally speaking, I can't even date a girl who is broke. Personally, I've never dated a broke girl in my life, and I will never date a broke girl in my life. Talk more of marrying her. In the course of that, I'll call it, in the course of the talking stage, once a woman begins to ask you for money too much, block her. Because if you end up dating her seriously, her begging will get worse. A woman who will not, she cannot eat unless she has taken money from you. She cannot make her hair unless she has taken money from you. She cannot even buy for herself essentials unless she has taken money from you. Why are you dating such a woman? That woman is a liability, a good for nothing. Why would you date such a woman? When there are many good girls out here who are working class, who are making some reasonable income that you can date. The day a woman asks me for money to buy her, to change her wardrobe, most likely I'll block her. The day a girl asks me money for food, like, why would I date you if you cannot feed yourself? That means you are going to be a liability to my life. So, no matter how much a man loves you, if you start begging him for money like an orphan, most of them will get out of you and they'll block you, they'll break up with you, they'll leave you. Times have changed. Men are becoming wiser. The last one is deception. Once you deceive a man, that man will not want you to be around him again. If you are dating a man, or you want to date a man, try your best as a woman to be straightforward with him. Don't try to start your relationship with lies. Because if that man finds out later that you lied to him, that you deceived him, most likely he will still break up with you. So these are the 5 reasons why a man will leave a woman.